Sox, you guys seem to be doing a few things better. What did you kind of see from the first quarter, and how did you guys bottle that up and apply it to the second, third, fourth quarter?
Yeah, well, I think in the first quarter of the game, we got lined up fast. We communicated well. We had our eyes on our keys. We tackled a lot better than we've been tackling. We executed better. And then, throughout most of the game, we did a similar thing. There's 4 or 5 plays that really hurt us, so we've got to be more consistent. It's an every day, every play thing, and we're a work in progress in that respect. We've got to get better.
How do you eliminate explosives? Is there an easy answer for it? Is it doing it for a couple of weeks and getting better at it, or eliminating maybe one game and then 2, 3?
Well, if there was an easy answer to eliminating explosives, we would have done that 3, 4 weeks ago. I think the easy answer is you have your eyes in the right place, you read your key, you're in the right place, and then you execute your job, whether it's making a tackle, getting a hand on the ball, and that's the biggest issue. It's not it's just not executing what you're supposed to do, and it leads to a big play. When 10 guys are right and 1 guy's wrong, it's going to be a big play. When 9 guys are right, 2 guys are wrong, it's definitely going to be a big play. So we've got to eliminate the being in the wrong place or having our eyes in the wrong place, and then execute when the play comes our way.
Coach Leach said that he thought you could kind of eliminate the turnover drought by just simply being around the ball more. Do you think is there anything that you could add to that, how to kind of start turning the ball over or creating some more takeaways?
Yeah, I think, playing fast and physical is the best way to cause a fumble. And we did on the sideline. RJ did on that one, and then we just didn't recover it. The other one, the interceptions, you've got to have cooperation from the other team. They can't really create those. But fumbles you can create by being fast and being physical and swarm tackling the ball. And we were in those positions a lot more on Saturday. We had 2 and 3 guys around the pile. We've just got to be more cognizant of the times where we should be looking for a strip when the running back's trying to spin out of a tackle or the quarterback has the ball out in his hand. We've got to be more cognizant of that. So we tried to point that out on video. But getting 2 and 3 guys there and the second and third guy stripping the ball is when you can get a fumble recovery.
Was Dallas a positive for you guys? Dallas helped on Saturday, but I believe he had a sack, and he's been maybe more of a leader for you guys the last 2, 3.
Dallas played really well this weekend. He started off, camp, and then the first couple of games of the year was playing really well. Kind of went in a little bit of a slump. I think some of the things we did schematically that we changed really did help him in his skill set. And it showed on Saturday. And he's looked good out there in practice again this week, so hopefully we could just head in that right direction with him and everybody.
He's also been one of the few defensive guys you guys have rolled out in the press conferences after the last 2 games. Do you think he's kind of a good spokesperson for the defense and maybe for the team as a whole?
I didn't know we rolled him out in the press conferences, but I would think he's a good spokesperson. He seems like a really good kid with a good head on his shoulders. I think he's all in with what we've been teaching him, so I would think so, yeah.
And then for Marcus on Saturday, he got picked on a little bit and really had a tough cover with Brandon Ayuk. How do you keep a guy positive and kind of keep his morale up and maybe also make adjustments so that one guy isn't getting picked on as much?
Mm-hmm. Well, he might have had a bad day, but everybody has a bad day. Everybody has a bad play. At that position, it's not like when a defensive tackle gets reached. Okay, there's 10 other guys can make up for that. When you play defensive back and you make a mistake, everybody in the stadium knows it. So you got to carry yourself a little bit differently, and they do. Those guys do. If you make a mistake, you got to have a short memory. It never happened, and you come back and play the next play. And this week, he's come out to practice with that mentality. So hopefully he bounces back and has a game he's capable of having because he's been our best guy all year.
When you look at Colorado, obviously Laviska Shenault kind of stands up, but they have 2 other receivers who are actually ahead of him this year. Do they really have kind of a bunch of options you have to pay attention to if you're not paying attention to it?
Yeah, Colorado spreads the ball around. They spread the field. They make you defend the entire field. The quarterback buys time with his feet, waits for somebody to come open and throws a nice deep ball, and they have 4 or 5 weapons. They have, I think it's 5 or 6 guys with double-digit catches. It's not like 2 or 3 guys are catching all the balls. So, that presents a challenge. You got to be able to cover all of them.